Alright, welcome back everyone to Police Simulator. We're back here again today in Brighton City, and today we're going to be doing an open patrol evening shift, and we're going to be checking out some of the new skins that just released to the game with the new patch that just dropped not too long ago. So we got some new updates, and we also got some new skins. So this is one of them. I'm driving the, I guess, Ford Taurus look-alike car today, and we'll also be doing a few other vehicles as well, just so we can kind of see it on a few other cars. There's this one, which I believe this is some European type of skin, and there's also another one as well, so we'll be checking out both of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into it and we'll see what we can find today.
We need support. Who's available?
Understood. I can handle it.
Drug dealing, huh? And it's right around the corner too, so let's go ahead and take that. Alright, it's been a minute since I played Police Simulator. Hope you guys are having a good day today, and hopefully looking forward to how this episode turns out. Last episode we did look at the last hotfix that they brought out to the game. It was good. I know there were still some glitches that came out of that, which wasn't really a shocker there. You know, when you fix some glitches, it kind of makes other glitches, you know, appear, so it's not really shocking. But anyway, it's supposedly we had another hotfix, fix some more of the glitches that we were seeing, and they also threw in some skins as well, so we'll be looking at those. Like I said earlier, this is one of the European looking skins, which both of them are European, but this is just one of them. And I believe there is another one in this parking lot here. I think I put it on one of those SUVs there. Let's go ahead and jump out of this car. And let me zoom in on, there it is right there. So we got that one as well. We'll ride that one here in a little bit, but let's go over here to this park and let's start looking for this drug deal going on here. Could be anybody here. Could be this lady right here, or it could be the lady in yellow over there. I about said orange. Anything going on with this lady? Nope, still going. Oh, I think we might got a deal going on over here, possibly. They're not committing yet. We are in the area, though. We really just need to look around, make sure nobody's just standing around. That's where the deals will happen. Oh, there we go. Like we got our deal starting over there. So I have a feeling the lady in the yellow is the seller, and then the guy in the red is the buyer. So we'll be going for the seller, obviously, because that's where the source of the drugs is coming. But if we can get the buyer as well, we'll do that. But there we go.
I'm taking care of another issue at the moment.
Wait for the cash to drop, and then we'll... There it is. That's all we needed. Got a transaction. And she's going to be running, so we'll go ahead and chase her. Lady, you going to get tased? Or do you want to eat rocks today? Which do you prefer? We'll try not to get hit by a car here. Alright, lady.
Freeze! Put your hands up!
What are you doing? Officer! Please don't shoot me!
Alright, well she decided to stop, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and put her in handcuffs for fleeing.
I have a situation that needs to be taken care of. Is anyone available?
Handling something right now, dispatch. Let's see, and also dealing narcotics.
I'm putting you in handcuffs now. Then, please step onto the sidewalk.
I know,
I'm currently
I'm
busy
sorry.
with another issue.
I didn't know there were so many.
Go ahead and disable callouts real quick, that way we can handle this lady. So let's go ahead and escort
Please
her.
proceed with me to the police precinct.
That way we can get out of the street. I'm actually going to take her all the way back to my patrol car here, and once we get back there, we'll go ahead and search her, make sure she don't have any weapons or any illegal items on her as well, and then I guess we can call a transport unit and go from there. Alright, made it back to the vehicle. Quite a long distance we ran there, so we'll go ahead and stop here, and I guess we can search her now, make sure she don't have
Please
anything illegal
cooperate
on
for
her.
the search procedure.
And if we find anything else, we'll tack it on. Bag of white powder, so there's that. She got her keys, a cucumber, interesting. Headphones and a handgun, so we're going to get her ID, make sure she has a
Please
permit.
show me your ID.
And we really just need it in general, just so we
Here,
know who she is.
officer. My ID.
Alright. And that does not look like you. That don't look like you at all. Okay. Expired, no gun permit. It don't even look like her. It don't even look like her at all. Okay, well, She appears anxious. Well, I can understand why, but we'll go ahead and go back to liability reasons. We'll charge her for the possession of narcotics. Let's see if it gives me points for charging her for carrying a stolen ID. Because I don't think that was her, but if I lose points, whatever. I don't really care.
You're under arrest for all
Dang.
the crimes you've committed.
I want to talk to my lawyer. You cannot prosecute me yourself.
That stinks. I mean, I guess her face does kind of look similar, but I mean, everybody can change their hair, I guess, but whatever. Alright, well, I guess technically that was her then, if it's not a fake ID, unless it's a... Let's
I
see.
need to see your ID, please.
I don't know why I asked for ID again. I could have just looked at the computer, but
officer.
that's okay.
Here you go.
We'll take a look at it real quick. Tanya, yeah, just, I mean, the face kind of looks similar, but not really. I mean, it looks like the same eyes. I mean, she was definitely wearing something different in the picture, but I've noticed in the past that the people that walk around have the same clothes on. They, in real life, obviously, you can be wearing something different when you took your picture at the DMV, but they always wear the same clothes, it looks like, at least in the game, but... Alright, well, we'll just let it go. We got her for doing drugs. I don't necessarily need to try and charge her, for all this other crap. It's a little glitchy sometimes, but I could just be doing something wrong. It's not really worth,
Backup
messing
requested
around
to
with.
take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that.
In real life, we'd be able to identify her
To your current
easy.
location.
So, anyway. Alright, we got our responding unit, which the siren still gets me every time because they've changed that. That's so weird. Alright, I guess we can make sure nobody else is here. I think we're good. Cool. Alright, well, we got our transport unit. We can go ahead and turn callouts back on. And that guy's going to take her into the precinct. I know I could have just crossed the street and done it myself. Probably got some extra points, but hey, I'm wanting to go back out on the road, so I'm not going to... Don't judge me, alright? I'm not going to waste my time. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and jump back out on patrol, and we'll see what else we can find this afternoon.
Any officers available? We need assistance.
Find the wanted person.
Manage it.
Okay. Patrico, whatever that guy's name is. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. A gray t-shirt was last seen wearing that, as well as black jeans. Unknown if he's armed. We're always going to presume that they're armed and dangerous, of course. Age 23. So let's go over here and we'll get into the area that he was last seen, and we'll start patrolling around. And we'll see if we can find him. Apparently this car in front of us has an expired plate, but I'm not really worried about that right now. Alright, well, he was last seen wearing the gray t-shirt. I'll go ahead and turn my lights on here. I'm just going to pull off here on the side. And black jeans, which looks like it might be this guy right here, actually. Actually, that's him right there. Well, that was easy. Like he's going to cross the street over here, so we're just going to sit here and wait on him. Go ahead and jump out of our car, and we'll let him come to us. Alright, how's it going, man? We're going to be detaining you because you match the description of someone we're looking for.
I've detained you because you fit a description provided by the police computer.
This is ridiculous, officer.
Well, I'm sorry, I may seem ridiculous, but you match the description to a T, so we're going to need to see your ID. If you're not the guy, we'll let you go,
I'd
no
like to
problem.
see your ID,
But
please.
you do match a description, my man.
Here, officer.
Alright, and you are he. You are the guy. Open warrant, no gun permit, expired ID. Alright, well, we are going to be charging you for the warrant that you have. So we'll go ahead and place you under arrest because you have an open warrant.
I have to arrest you.
I know I'm not flawless, but are all those really reasons to arrest me?
For a warrant? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll search you, make sure you don't have any weapons on
Please
you,
cooperate for a search procedure.
and we'll get a transport out here. This one was like super easy. Sometimes it's like really hard to find the wanted suspect, at least for me, I guess. They just hide really well.
Required. Is an officer available?
Drug dealing reported, another one. We'll
I'm
go
afraid
ahead
I
and
can't make
cancel
it in
that.
time.
But this guy has 1 ounce and a quarter of marijuana on him, so he has more than an ounce, which an ounce is the legal limit, so we're going to be charging him for excessive cannabis as well. We'll go ahead and give him a verbal warning on his ID too. He needs to get that fixed. I almost forgot about that, but let's go ahead and we'll charge him for the narcotics, the excessive cannabis.
You're under arrest for all the crimes you've committed.
Are you sure that those are all offenses? Doesn't everybody do them?
Not everybody, but people who like to commit crimes do. Alright, man. Well, we're going to call a transport for you. We'll get you out of
Backup
here.
requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
Awesome. Well, that was super, super quick.
Support required. Any officers available?
It's a busy day today. An accident.
I'll manage it.
Go ahead and take that as well. So far, nothing super glitchy, honestly. Everything's been acting really good, and the skin, I mean, we can take a closer look at this. The thing looks pretty cool, and we'll go ahead and switch to the other skin here in a little bit.
Cooperate and come with me to the...
We got an officer taking him into the precinct, so we'll go ahead and head to this act.
What? What the f...
That was my fault. Crap, man. Crap. Crap. Oh, he don't care. Is that something they've changed? This guy doesn't care that he just T-boned me. Okay. Alright, well, if you don't care, I don't care, man. Every time a car has hit me or I've hit a car, that's always happened where he's stopped and I have to apologize to him. I wonder if they fixed that. I don't know, but that was clearly my fault. I wasn't looking before I turned, so that was my fault. We'll go fix our car in a minute anyway, because we're going to try out that new skin, so that's perfect. So we'll go fix our car here in a little bit, and I believe that was actually one of the issues that we had as well. That was a glitch. So we'll see if the quick repair works. We'll try that feature out. But let's go ahead and head to this accident first. We'll handle this, and then we'll go and do that in a minute. But, awesome. I may have to test that out here in a little bit after we handle this accident. We'll turn callouts off, and we'll see if that's a feature now where they fixed it. Because before, we had to apologize, even if it wasn't our fault. So that one I was clearly going to apologize for, and I would have been fine for apologizing, because that was clearly my fault. But there's some times where they just turn right into you and don't even care, and we have to apologize for it, which is absolutely absurd. So maybe we'll get an encounter like that again, and we'll test it out. But anyway, let's go ahead and head on to this, and we'll see what happened. Looks like it might have just been a little fender bender. Go ahead and talk to this guy first, see what happened.
Tell me what you saw.
I'm still recovering from the crash. My mind is blank.
Your mind is blank. Well, let's go ahead and get your ID, man.
Show me your ID and proof of insurance if available, please.
Here you go, officer.
We have an arrestee that needs to be transported to the nearest precinct.
I'm currently
Is the
busy
unit
with
available?
another issue.
Alright, let's take a look at this guy's information here. Everything looks good on the vehicle. I'll double check to make sure that's the license plate, but no gun permit, ID's expired, so we will have to talk to him about that. He's only been given a ticket for speeding and a few warnings on some other miscellaneous stuff. So we'll make sure that he's got a good license plate, make sure that matches and everything. It was 7YUK71. Looks nervous, probably because of his expired ID, but we can just give him a warning on that if everything else checks out, which it does appear to, so make sure the plate matches and everything, and it does, so cool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and make sure you're safe to drive.
Kindly cooperate as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
And he does seem nervous, which I think we could frisk him for that, but I'm pretty sure he's just nervous because of, you know, having an expired ID and not wanting to get a ticket.
Please allow me to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any drugs.
So I'm not going to push the issue, especially since he seems to be completely clean. So we'll go ahead and give him a warning for his ID there. Let's see, there it is. We'll give him a verbal warning on that.
I'm not going to give you a ticket. I'm just going to leave you with a verbal warning this time.
Many thanks, officer.
Yeah, you got insurance, you're all good, man, but that ID, you definitely need to get that fixed so you don't have an issue in the future. So let's talk to this lady. Let's see what she saw.
Can you describe what you saw?
I'm shocked, officer. I have no idea what happened.
Nobody seems to know what happened here. It's a common theme here. But anyway,
Please
let's
show
go
me
ahead
your
and
license
get her
and
ID, I
vehicle
guess.
registration.
Yes, officer. There you go.
Alright, what you got here? Please don't give me anything fake. Alright, no registration. Okay, but everything else looks good. You got a gun permit as well. No tickets in the past. Alright, well let's check the registration on the plate, and it does say 2022. In the game, we're playing in 2023, even though we're, well, beyond 2023. So that is out of date. So we'll give you a warning on that, because I'm not going to bust your bubble for that, but let's go ahead and make sure you're safe to drive before I give you a verbal warning
Just
on
taking
that
a sample
sucker.
to see if you've been drinking and driving.
Make sure you're safe to drive today. Awesome. This might be a pretty quick one.
I'll take a sample to check if you've taken drugs before driving.
Usually everybody's like hammered or somebody's done something. But this is like a true fender bender here. Just a small accident, super easy. Nobody's done anything major. It's just an accident. So, alright, we'll go ahead and we'll give her, let's see, not charging her. Citations, driver, no, for the vehicle, the plate. We'll give her a verbal warning on that.
I'm going to give you just a verbal warning this time.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. Good deal. Well, they are both good to go here, so let me go ahead and get the camera out. We'll take some pictures here. Try to get that progress bar up to completion. And if everything else is good to go, we'll go ahead and give them their accident reports, get them on their way. I don't think we'll have to tow anything. These cars look like they're drivable. So, but we'll see what the game decides. Maybe they're not drivable. I don't know. We'll figure that out here in a minute. There we go. Perfect. Alright, well, we'll start with this guy. Give him his accident report.
Please take your accident report.
Such a comprehensive report will be very useful. Thank you, officer.
Alright, you good to go, man?
You're good to go. Bye.
Shouldn't need to tow that off, so hopefully he'll drive off with it. Let's go ahead and give her her accident report as well.
Okay, here's your accident report.
Oh, wow. Such an extensive report.
And you're free to go.
You're good to go. Bye.
Hello.
Alright, well, he is on his way, and so is she. Go ahead over here, and I'm going to try to block traffic here. That way she can pull out if she wants. Lady, what are you doing? Go ahead and pull back into the right lane, please. Goodness gracious, these people. Alright, well, that accident is over, and that was super, super easy. So we'll go ahead and cut our lights off here. And we do have a precinct right here, so we're going to go over here and we're going to test out to make sure that they fixed that issue everybody was having. Now, I never actually had an issue with the quick repair. I guess I was one of the lucky ones, but a lot of people had an issue with it. So let's see if it works here. Make sure we come out and get repaired and all that. So far, so good, though. Awesome. They did fix it. There you go. Good as new. But we are going to enter the garage, and let's go see if we can find us a good vehicle here with the new skin. Because this was one of the new ones, but there's two of them. So this is the one that we were driving. Let's see. This is the other skin. And it looks pretty cool, too. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments what both of these skins represent. Obviously, this is the original Brighton City skin. We've got the yellow chest skin, and then the yellow lines skin. So you have to let me know what those two represent, if you guys know off the top of your head. I'm not sure off the top of mine. So, but yeah, this is, I will say, this is free of charge, 100% free. They didn't add anything. This isn't a DLC. This is anything you got to buy or pay extra money for. If you own the game and you've updated it, you should be able to come into the garage and get this, 100%. You can do this on any of the vehicles too. So we'll just go to the Crown Vic, because this is one that anybody can use. And you can use any of these skins, and it looks really, really cool. Let's see, which car do we want to use here? Should we use the little CPV vehicle? That's hilarious. I like the SUV. The truck looks pretty cool. I kind of dig this. I kind of like that car too. We haven't drove it in a while, so I think I'm going to drive this one. Awesome. Everything is working good. No glitches so far. That doesn't mean that there aren't any. Just because I don't have any doesn't mean other people aren't having issues. But so far, so good. I mean, I could just be making some issues with, you know, how I charge people, and that's why I'm losing CP or whatever it's called. But, I mean, as far as the game mechanics, it does seem like it's a lot better. So that's awesome. But, alright, well, I've got callouts disabled. I guess we can look at plates here. See if we can do something productive. I don't really check plates a whole lot. Typically it'll like pop up if something's wrong. I gotta ignore the red light there, so I guess we can, yep, because it just changed for us. So he ran that, so let's go stop him. Coming for you. He's actually going pretty quick too. Go ahead and light him up here. I think we got our fancy little light bar too. Tell him to pull over. Alright, that's what we like to see. Alright, let's go ahead and step out. I probably should have looked at the plate first. Let's go ahead and take a look at his information real quick. Or her information, excuse me. ID is expired, so that's something else we can talk to her about. She's been given a ticket for parking too far from the sidewalk. Interesting ticket there. She's been convicted of carrying an unlicensed firearm. We'll have to keep that in mind because she doesn't have a gun permit. Convicted of vehicle theft and extortion. Alright, well, let's see. Assuming, see her plate 7PNV93. Okay. This doesn't look like the lady though. See if I can get a close up of her face right there. Okay. That and that doesn't. I mean, it kind of does. I mean, again, going back on the hair thing, she could have changed her hairstyle, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and give her the reason why we stopped her, which was running the red light back there. So driving, ignoring the red light.
Over because you just drove through a red light.
Excuse me? I'm 100% sure it was green.
No, it was definitely red there. It was going through the transition because there is a point in time whenever it's going from green, red, or green, yellow to red that everybody stops for a split second. And it was in that transition period. You ran the red light and then the other lights turned green going for the opposite direction vehicles, which is the lane I was sitting in. So you definitely ran the light, no questions asked, but we'll go ahead and get your ID.
Let me see your ID.
And if you want to dispute it in court, you're more than welcome to.
Insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Alright. See if this is the same lady. That's the ID she gave us. Okay. Alright, we'll give her ID back. Alright, well, let's go ahead and have you step out.
Please exit the vehicle and step to the sidewalk.
Make sure that, you know, you're not impaired or anything. Make sure there's nothing keeping you distracted like that freaking phone you got in your hand. Goodness gracious, these people. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do a check. Make sure you're safe to drive this afternoon.
Kindly cooperate as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
Alright, nothing there.
I'll just need to take
Do a drug
sample
test.
to determine if you're under the influence.
If this
of any
goes
illicit
good, then I might
substances.
just give her a verbal warning. Feeling nice today. Alright, well, it's good to go. Alright, well, I guess I'll give her a verbal warning. She didn't really show anything where I would need to search her for anything, so I'm not going to search her, search the vehicle. There's no real need. So we'll just go ahead and give her a verbal warning for the red light.
I'll let you go with just a verbal warning for this one.
Many thanks, officer.
You can leave now. Have a great day.
Alright, well, I won't bust her bubble. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. I'll go ahead and turn callouts on, that way we can maybe get a call here. But that's that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump back out on patrol, I guess, and we'll see what else we can find.
Assistance is requested for an emergency. Please respond.
Got a major accident this time. Alright, well, let's head to that. Try Trying to kid anybody on the way here, though. I kind of dig this skin, honestly. Like, even if it wasn't a European skin, I would just like this skin. I like the yellow. It kind of breaks up the blue, and you got silver in it, too. Kind of looks nice. Especially on this car. Okay. Looks like it's just another fender bender. I don't understand the difference. I mean, I do understand the difference between, like, the major accident and the minor accident. Major accidents... Excuse me. Major accidents typically have, like, injuries involved. And your minor accidents are just like your fender benders, like we had earlier. But this is supposedly a major accident, but I think it's only 2 vehicles, and it looks kind of minor. So, I don't know why I was told to race over here. Because technically the minor accidents, you don't have to use lights and sirens to get here. I just like to use them, so I do anyway. But this one is like one that you have to race to because it's, you know, supposedly you have injuries, but no injuries here. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, we'll keep on going. We'll talk to this guy. Let's see what he's got to say.
Let me hear what you saw.
That driver seems drunk, officer. You should look into it.
Looks intoxicated, huh? He looks drunk. He looks all this and that. Okay, well, let's get your
Let me
ID.
have a look at your license and registration, please.
I love how he said that loud enough where the other guy could hear it. Hey, you should probably look into that guy over there. He didn't give me insurance card. Oh, the car's reported stolen. And he has an open warrant. No insurance. Wow, okay. No wonder he's yelling. He's like, hey, go focus on that guy. Don't look at my information. Convicted of robbery and tax evasion. Okay, well, interesting. Wonder if he definitely stole the car, but I wonder if it was recent. 1 SJA80. And, okay. That was the ID that I looked at. Why can't I run the plate? There we go. Run the plate. Okay, so this is the actual owner of the vehicle. It's reported stolen, and this is the guy that... This is the guy that gave me his stuff. So actually, his vehicle that he owns is reported stolen, and it has no insurance. He himself has a open warrant, but the vehicle he's driving is stolen. So his car is stolen, and then he stole somebody else's car, or at least he's in possession of somebody else's car that's reported stolen. That's confusing as crap, but if you're catching up and you know what's going on, that's like really weird. Somebody stole his car, so in return he's in possession of someone else's stolen car, which is hilarious. But anyway, alright, well, we'll definitely have to talk to you about that here in a minute, but let's go ahead and make sure you're safe to drive.
Okay, let's just check if you're under the influence of alcohol.
Okay, well, you're good there. Let's go ahead and make sure you don't have any drugs in your system as well.
I just need to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any illegal substances.
Alright, well, he's good to go with that. You can sit tight, man. We're going to go talk to this gentleman over here. See what he has to say.
Can you tell me what you saw?
Yes, I think I wasn't in full control of my car.
Oh, is that right? Well, are you drunk or anything? I guess we'll figure that out in a minute. Let's get your ID first.
ID and vehicle insurance card, please.
Here you go, officer.
Alright. And this guy looks like he's good. He's gotten a ticket for speeding, convicted of robbery. 2 speeding tickets, actually. Look at that. Okay. Vehicle's good to go. No gun permit, which is fine. Go ahead and look at the plate, make sure that adds up with what he gave us here. I guess we can look at the front plate. Let's do that. 1YHN30. Alright, let's look at that. And it is this guy. Cool. So all that matches up. This guy's the only one that is a little jacked up over there. But alright, well, let's make sure he's safe to drive.
Alright, I'm just collecting a sample to check if you've had any alcohol while driving.
And he is under the influence, just like the other guy said. But he looks like he's handling his alcohol pretty well. He's not, like, stumbling. He's not slurring or anything. But, you know, he is over the limit, so We'll be charging him for DUI today. We'll go ahead and test for drugs just to be diligent.
Please allow me to collect a sample to see if you're under the influence of any drugs.
And you're good to go. Okay. Alright, well we got a mess on our hands here. We got a mess on our hands. Let's go ahead and get our camera out. Let's get the progress bar up, and then we'll go ahead and go in deeper and start charging these guys for the crimes that they've committed. Make sure we not missing anything. Sometimes things can fly around here. Oh, right there. Sure we didn't miss any in the front. I think back here. Oh, yep, we got the corner bumper there. I think that car's good. Go wrap up over here now. There we go. I think we got more pictures though. Surely that's not all of them. Oh yeah, we still got more here. This is just extra credit right here. Alright, cool. Alright, well let's go ahead and we'll charge this guy. So let me go back in here. Look at his ID. So he has an open warrant, so we'll charge him for the open warrant. He wasn't under the influence of the alcohol or drugs, don't have to worry about that. So we've got the open warrant, we've got the in possession of a stolen motor vehicle. And I think that's it. That's the two big ones, unless we find anything on him specifically. But let's give him his accident report first.
All right, here's your accident report.
Well documented and exhaustive report. Thank you, officer.
Alright, well, we're going to have to, unfortunately, put you under arrest because, well, one, you have an open warrant, but also you're in possession of a stolen motor vehicle. So, stolen car, we'll charge you for that as well. Almost missed that when I was in here, but I think that's it for right now, at least.
I'm gonna cuff you now. After that, I want you to move to the sidewalk.
Okay, you handcuffed me. But is it really necessary to charge me for more?
Well, I ain't charged you for nothing that you didn't already do, so I'm charging you for what you did. This dialogue, man, is just horrible. But alright, let's go ahead and search him.
I will proceed with the search.
Make
Please
sure you don't
cooperate.
have any weapons or anything illegal on him. If he's good to go, we'll just charge him with that and be on his way. Got a handgun and a switchblade. Okay. Switchblade's definitely getting charged for that. Let's go back to his ID here. He did have a gun permit, so we won't charge him for the handgun, but we'll charge him for the switchblade. Go ahead and do that before I forget, and we'll add that to the charge as well.
I'm arresting you for the multiple felonies you've committed. Move to the sidewalk, please.
There are a lot of infractions. Are you sure you didn't make a mistake?
I don't make mistakes. Sometimes I do, but I'm not making any in this scenario. Let's go ahead and search his car, make sure you don't have anything illegal in here before we call a tow truck out. And should be it. I think it's only 3 compartments here. Little tiny smart car looking thing. Should be a pretty easy car to search. Not a lot of hiding spots in this tiny thing. Yep, nothing.
I have a vehicle here for towing.
Alright.
Can you send a tow truck to my current location? Taking you in.
will arrive at your location shortly, officer.
Alright, let's go ahead and throw him in the vehicle here.
Please cooperate and get into the car.
Sweet. And let's go over here and we'll charge this guy for DUI alcohol, but let's give him his accident
Please
report
take
as
your
well.
accident report.
I
Such a
typically,
comprehensive
not
report will
typically,
be
I
very
sometimes
useful.
forget to do
Thank you,
that, so
officer.
I've been trying to get in the habit of doing that first. But anyway, let's go ahead and throw him in handcuffs because he is under the influence of alcohol.
I'm going to handcuff you now. Afterwards, please move to the sidewalk.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't know there were so many.
Yep. Alright, let's see. I don't think there was anything else. Everything else was good, so... Where you going, man? You ain't going nowhere. Gotta search you, man.
Please cooperate for a search procedure.
Alright. Yo-yo, wallet, a cucumber? Why do you got a cucumber in your pocket? A pocket knife and a bus ticket. Alright, well that seems like that's good. You just sit tight here and want to search your vehicle, make sure that's good as well. Oh, I found an illegal item. What did I find? What did I find? Handgun and a switchblade. Let's see, I don't think he had a gun permit. He did not, so we'll charge him for both here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and finish our search here of the vehicle. Letter. That's good. Not really worried about a letter. Snacks. Very good. Get this last back seat here. We'll check the trunk, and if everything checks out, we'll be good to go. Wallet and dice. What we got back here? Let me just shove my face through the back door. Another letter. You got a lot of letters in your car, man. You know you can text. This is the 21st century we're in. You ain't got to send no more letters unless you just want to. Alright, let's go ahead and tack on the charges for Switchblade and the carrying the handgun without a permit.
I have to arrest you for the several crimes you've committed.
I know I'm not flawless, but are all those really reasons to arrest me?
Yes, sir, it is, unfortunately.
I have a vehicle here that needs towing. I need a wrecker at my current location, please. I'm escorting you to the police precinct.
Wrecker's en route to your location.
Alright, we got another truck here. Looks like he's going to be pulling up in behind us, so I'm going to go ahead and get this guy into the seat here. That way he can come through and take that car off. And then we'll have the scene clear. We'll be able to transport these guys to the precinct.
Alright, stay calm. I'm escorting you in the car now.
We'll be all good to go from this scene.
You have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make.
Go ahead and let him by here.
Against you in a court of law. You have the right to have a confidential.
Nope, sir.
And if you can't afford the services of the council, the government will provide you one. You understand these rights?
Gotta wait, sir. You gotta wait. These AI, man, they just do whatever they want to do sometimes. I don't typically watch this animation, but it is a pretty cool animation. Like, just a claw coming over, grabbing the car, and putting it on the bed. I love that. Very cool. Alright. Well, we are good to go. We can head back to the precinct and get these guys booked, and we'll go from there.
Let's take you to the cell.
Alright, let's go ahead and take these guys in and get them booked and processed. This is our alcoholic here, guy drinking and driving. Very good. I'm very, very, very happy with how this update's turned out. There aren't a lot of glitches that I've seen, at least. If you guys have seen any glitches, definitely drop a comment down below and let us know what you're seeing. Obviously, you guys can report it. I'm not sure of a specific way to report it. I know that they see a lot of the comments on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And they've commented and they've said that they see all and read all replies. So if you report any, you know, any glitches that you see, supposedly they say they see it. And at least for me, it shows because they've done a good job with this update. Not as many glitches. Seems to be working really good. No lighting glitches either. Like, we're in the middle of the day. Sometimes in the middle of the day, if I had my lights on, which I do outside, you know, the lights would be flickering in here, and I'm not seeing that right now any at all. So that's good. So they're doing good, and we've got the Highway Patrol expansion update coming very soon as well. That's not too far off. So hopefully, once they add that, which you're going to have a bigger map and everything, it'll turn out really good as well, and it'll just be a bigger expansion on what we already have, which is a really, really good game so far with all the fixes that they've done. So awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop us a like down below. Hit the subscribe button, that way you don't miss future episodes when they come online. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.